I remember when I started here, 2007, and I was put straight in the department. At that time, we had four main focus areas. It was health, education, environment, and sustainable community development. And my role there was to identify projects in those four areas, identify partners that we could work with, and ensure these projects were implemented in areas. And it was more about the impact for us. It wasn't the outcome or the output, it was particularly the impact. And so, the projects that were implemented across Nigeria, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, and all the countries that we're currently operating or were operating at that time, it was life-changing.
Giving has always been a strong and fundamental part of Sahara Group. And I think you see it very clearly in the trajectory, the journey that the company has had right from the start. And I think that's something that's really endearing. For me, if I was to describe the foundation, I would say that it's the heartbeat of the company. It is. It's like the soul of the company is here. And I say that because it's almost like it was part and parcel of it even before it was formally defined, even before there was a legal entity for the foundation.
It's been a very interesting and very commendable journey for the foundation, starting from the early 2000 when it focused basically on social performance and corporate responsibilities, to the mid-2000 when it was involved in personal and corporate responsibility, till 2013 when it became Sahara Charitable Foundation.
Around about sort of 2013, 2014, we decided to sort of change the strategy. And as opposed to sort of doing the same thing over and over again, which were caused by certain challenges within those communities, we decided to actually tackle the causes of the problems so that we could fix them, and the members of the communities will have a better quality of life, and they could go on to bigger and better things. Now, coincidentally, that tied in with the United Nations, I think at the time it was called the Millennium Development Goals, the MDGs, which has now become, I think, SDGs. So we keyed into all of that, and we changed the strategy for CSR. And so from about 2015 thereabouts up until now, there's been a significant shift in what Sahara does with its foundation.
So many people are unfortunately suffering. Not in Nigeria, if you go to Iraq, you go to Iran, you go to China, you name it. People are suffering everywhere. And you can't solve the world's problems. The trick is to find a way to maximize your money by going into things that are sustainable. Initially, it was really much of every year we'll put some money aside and do some certain things. And that's evolved into the foundation having its own full-time staff, having a board who decide what they want to do and so on, and try to figure out how we can make the most impact in people's lives.
The training by Sahara Foundation was very important for it. It was as if the program was just designed for me because that is just what I needed. I'm now more proactive in taking a closer look at how some meters are being installed in my environment, and I've been sensitizing people, telling them they need to not to waste power.
Before Sarah came, I don't know anything about recycling. Sarah taught me how to turn waste to money. I was taught how to use PET plastic, all these PET bottles, to make stools, to make what you can place something on. I can use tricycle tire to make stool, and likewise car tires to make a chair.
The major driving force has been to succeed and to also give back to the community, whichever community that we're present in. So, I mean, they're seeing the impact. We're not only, just coming to work and people see us as, were present in this community, but they're seeing the impact. So for me, it gives me a lot of joy.
What has given most joy is just seeing the change in the trajectory for the Foundation's projects, where we're really working on carrying out initiatives that will ensure that people can fend for themselves. We know what the unemployment rates are in the country and for youth right now. And that's something that is very, very critical to the kind of initiatives we carry out. So when you see that the initiatives you've carried out has lasting change on individuals and can really change the trajectory of their life, I think anybody would be hard-pressed not to feel moved by that.
Sahara Foundation means love and humanity. It's just an opportunity to express this nature and bring smile to people's faces.
Sahara Foundation means impact to me. It is very impactful to touch so many lives.
The future of the foundation is limitless from my perspective. I mean, like I said, we started by eye surgeries, borehole projects, to projects that are sustaining the environment. So for me, it is limitless. You can dream it and the foundation would achieve it.
The future of Sahara is really, really bright. Of Sahara Foundation in particular, look at the last 25 years and the achievements. We know that we've done a lot, but as they say, the reward for hard work is more work. And so now we've set the bar really high, expectations are really high, and so we know that we need to even step up our work even harder and higher. And that's what we always do here, and we'll continue to do it.
I think the fantastic thing about where we are today is we have not been static. We've evolved with time to make sure that, at every moment in time we're providing, the fundamentals haven't changed, but it's important that you're evolving, you're not doing the same thing all the time. And for me, that has been one of the big takeaways about how this foundation has evolved in the last sort of 10 years or thereabouts.
We have an important role to play being an African-owned entity because we see problems in ways that other organizations perhaps will not, because this is our life, this is where we live, right? So I will always, always be grateful for the opportunity to make changes in people's lives that essentially change the trajectory of where they were headed.